was asked about Shane Waldron, and his response, he's a little bit to be concerned about. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Chicago Bears raising the ticket prices, which is weird with currently where we sit. All that plus more right after this.
To Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. Bobby, C-Dub, Haize, we all in the building today, y'all. You guys know how we hold it down on either Tuesdays or Wednesdays, depending on the schedule. But we're going to jump right into it, man. So a lot Bears fans are excited about Shane Waldron. He's definitely an upgrade over what we've had in Luke Getsy. That's no mistake to be made about that. But the question that I want to ask is that are we kind of ignoring and just where we've come from, some of the more concerns about Shane Waldron? And the reason why this came up is Jackson Smith and Jigba was asked on CHGO about Shane Waldron, and he said this. We're gonna play the clip for you guys that we don't have to try to recap. Let's go ahead and play this now.
Bears fans are super interested about the offensive coordinator coming in, Shane Waldron. What can you tell them about who they just hired to try to get this offense where it needs to go?
This is live?
Yeah, we're not live. We're not live.
I'm playing. Good luck to y'all. I mean, he's a great person, great offensive coordinator. I was very lucky to have him my first year. Learned a lot from him. I think him and Justin will mesh well, and adding more guys around him, I think it would be great. So we'll see.
Do you have any advice that you give to Justin in that situation, considering that you know the coach that's coming in?
Oh yeah, I mean he's gonna love Justin. So really, just Justin, be yourself and go make plays for real. That's it.
Fair enough.
All right, fellas. How do you feel about hearing that hesitation there? How do you feel about that? Dub, I'm coming to you first, because I can see you processing it right now. How you feeling, Dub?
Like, what the hell was that awkward ass moment in the beginning there? Like, that seems like it's something personal maybe between the two of them. But he did go on to give him some compliments, like he's a good coordinator and stuff. But that's interesting to see. What the hell was all that about, dude? Light-skinned dudes. Here we go again with that passive-aggressive stuff. Just say it.
Bro, I did not expect this to turn to light-skin slander. That's crazy. How did we get here? Like, Jesus Christ.
Bro.
How you feeling, Bobby?
I'm just looking at the whole thing like, okay, me personally, he don't play for the Bears, so I don't think his opinion matters much. Like, that's just me. I understand you know Justin in college. You don't really know Justin Fields, the pro, the quarterback of the Chicago Bears. I mean, maybe I could be wrong to where they might have a personal relationship, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, your occupation, you're going to be a different person than when you just kicking it off work. So I'm looking at the whole thing. Look, it is what it is. Every player is going to have their opinions. And not every player is going to like the people that they work with. And I'm not saying he doesn't like Shane Waldron, but it was just a little shaky for me. So I'd be like, if he don't like him, oh well. And he probably just wanted to clean it up by saying some good stuff. But I just don't think it matters much to me. That's just how I feel about it.
Can I ask nephew a question? What if the guy, he went through what did they go 1 year with each other, Shane Waldron and this guy Jackson? Do you hold any weight to that he spent a lot of time? He spent the whole season with this guy, nephew.
The only person whose opinion will hold weight for me is Geno Smith. That's the quarterback. That's the guy that's going to have to know the system, work the system, make sure the system works. It's the same thing. If Stephon Diggs came up to you complaining about his offensive coordinator and on some of the plays and some of the games, he only ain't even showing up, his opinion not going to matter. It's going to be to the quarterback who damn near had to put his team on his back and still lost. So I just think Geno Smith's opinion will matter more. That's just me.
I agree with that.
And I agree with both of you guys. I think that people aren't universally loved. And I think the thing, if I had to pick anything, again, I don't follow the Seahawks day in and day out, so I can only give you so much, right? But I think that some wide receivers take issue with some of what Shane Waldron does because he does use running backs and tight ends so heavily in the passing game that they basically become the third receivers. So maybe there's some of that of thinking, hey, I could have had even more opportunities, even though Shane Waldron does pass the ball a lot. So maybe there's that. But like I said before, like Shane Waldron is a good offensive coordinator. Great. That remains to be seen, right? I mean, listen, he's developed some quarterbacks. He rehabbed Geno Smith's career, but you could be good to great in one situation and either better or worse in another situation. The key thing is how he's going to be here with the Chicago Bears. So I take a little bit of, I'm going to listen to what former players have had to say about a guy for sure. But to me, just because if you did have a bad situation with the player, it'd be different if every player on that offense had something bad to say about Shane Waldron. It's not, and that even wasn't something bad. It's just he's a young guy. Jackson Smith and Jigba is an awkward dude in general. You guys know I'm a Ohio State dude. He's an awkward dude in general, bro. He's always
that's
been
him.
that way. He's been that was a little bit more awkward, but he's always been an awkward dude. So
for sure.
There's a little bit of that in there as well. So I'm not too overly alarmed with it. I do think that anybody who's like looked at the Shane Waldron hire and just think it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows. Oh yeah, no, it's not. And I think there's some concern in like how we're going to use the running game. Like we had the number 2 running game in the league last season, number 1 the year before that. But my biggest concerns with Shane Waldron is, are you going to be that dynamic with the run game, or is the run game just going to turn into this thing where it's a compliment to just us being pass heavy? I still want to see that balance, but hey, we'll see how that goes once the lights are on and we're actually playing football games.
Yeah, it'll be great for him. This will be a new toy for Shane Waldron. I don't think he work with a quarterback like Justin Fields. Let's say if Justin Fields the quarterback next year, he will. He gotta use them legs. He gotta use the running backs and back. I know he fast heavy, but he gotta use the tools in your shed. We just went through this with this guy for 2 years. I don't even want to say his name, but I'll say his name, Lukey Dookie. He did not use Justin Fields the correct way. I'm sure I want that passing game to improve and be better than it was the previous couple years, but you don't forget about those weapons that guy got underneath his torso, because he got some weapons.
Yeah, he just gonna have to, it's gonna be some growing pains early on, bro.
Yeah,
the defense is already set, so we gonna see the defense come out and be good right away. The offense is everybody who's going to be a part of the offense is going to be learning a whole new system, and hopefully he tailors it to their strengths and make sure that the verbiage is good. You're not crowding people with too much information that doesn't make sense. At least that's what we thought was going to be happening, and then we got 5 screens in a row. So was it really information, or was it really just gibberish? So
just
he gonna have his opportunity. I think what Haize said was really great, especially when you consider like everybody gonna think that it's gonna be Thanksgiving dinner. No, it's gonna be a little Mike Donald's for a little while, and then it's gonna get good.
Okay. Drip, you think it might be a little Drip? You think it's a struggle? If just say hypothetically, if Justin Fields the quarterback, you think we might look ugly for 1 or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then
if Justin Fields stays the quarterback, I think it's going to be smoother, because keep in mind, Shane Waldron and Luke Getsy's systems have a lot of overlap. Shane Waldron's just a better and more dynamic play caller in what he does, but the basis of the system are almost rooted in the same West Coast philosophy. So I think that it could be a little bit of a quicker learning curve. That's why I think it was so important to get Getsy in here and get it done early so that he can start drawing up that playbook. We can get that out to the players once we decide. And even if they do end up trading Justin Fields, believe me, Justin Fields is going to have about 20% of the playbook in his hands by the start of March. I guarantee. Now, if they end up trading him, it won't matter, but they'll have that a nice chunk of that playbook in his hands before even the draft combine starts. Yeah. So I think that it won't be as necessarily as rough then, because we're keeping a lot of the pieces of the offense, right? DJ Moore isn't leaving. We'll see what happens with Justin Fields. The running backs are more than likely staying the same. We know we're going to probably get another couple of wide receivers if we don't, bring back Darnell Mooney. Cole Kmet's not going nowhere. So a lot of the bones of it are going to be the same. And since the systems are rooted in the same philosophies, I think it won't be as big of a learning curve. Personally.
Agreed.
Okay. Sure. I can't wait, man.
It should be fun. It's going to be a fun. One thing I will say, we'll see how successful it's going to be, but it will be a fun offense to watch, because Shane Waldron gets creative. He passes on non-traditional passing downs almost more than any other offensive coordinator, which means you're going to keep the defense on their feet. So we'll see, man.
Can't wait to see it, man. Can't wait to see it
for sure. Well, one of the next thing that's kind of been back in the public discussion is what's going on with the stadium. We already talked about the fact that the Bears are kind of now moving on from focusing on Arlington Heights to kind of focusing on being back down by the riverfront. And we got some details on the stadium, but before we talk about that, Kevin Warren announced that 2024 season ticket prices will go up by an average of 8%. They're ranging between 6.2% to 11.3%, depending on where the seats are. How do you guys feel about the Bears using a 7-win season basically to raise ticket prices a little bit?
I can't even lie to you, Drip and nephew. Kevin Warren been getting on my nerves for the last couple weeks, bro. It's petty. I'm being a little petty, but he can't tell me he's running out of patience and he just got here. He just been here for a year. Don't tell me that. I've been running out of patience. I've been 38 years a Chicago Bears fan.
38 years?
Yeah, Chicago. Well, I ain't know about football. That's 85 when they won a Super Bowl.
I'm just when I like, come on, what we doing here? You know,
that's when I started being a fan. He said,
okay.
Drip like nigga, you older than that, nigga.
He definitely dry snitching.
Like, nigga, you older than that. Keep it up.
Like, wait a second, what?
Hey, that man said, show the people your birth certificate right now, because we know.
And then we get to this, like, you guys are going to charge us for unfinished product. Go ahead and sell us an uncooked hot dog. Go sell us an incomplete hamburger. Dude, what the hell is on y'all bird, bro? Y'all ain't even put the subsequent, that's a big word, subsequent product out to be worth going up 8%, 7% that you said. It is a travesty. What is y'all problem? First, put out a winning team, get us to the playoffs first, and then think about raising the prices. What's wrong with you, dude? Kevin Warren getting on my nerves 2 weeks in a row. 2.
Hey, I'm looking at it more as from a business perspective. I agree with some of the things that you said, though. You know what I'm saying? Why are you raising prices? But when you think about the business, everything, you're trying to get a new stadium, you need revenue, you need earnings to be high. But in me personally, hey, I'm excited now, and I'm still gonna buy the damn ticket. That's just me. I ain't thinking too much of it. That is the problem. It is. That's why Jerry Reinsdorf got every Chicago win in the headlock, and now Kevin Warren is about to put us in the headlock too.
Have you been to Soldier Field lately, nephew?
Hey, I gotta get there.
You're gonna step on a rat before you get to your It's roaches all in the owl and shit. Come on, man.
You know, the funny thing about Soldier Field is that Soldier Field is still special, right? Like when you walk in it, especially, is like it still just holds something special. But it's almost like your grandmama's house being special to you, and then when you leave for a while and come back, you realize it smells like mothballs in this. Like, I still love it. Don't get me wrong. I love Soldier Field, bro. I love Soldier Field. But like, especially because I don't get to go as much. So like when I'm in there, the whole first 2 hours I'm there, I'm like, hey man, I'm back in Soldier Field. But then about that 2 hour and 5 minute mark, I'm like, nigga, was that a rat?
Yes, it was. It wasn't a chihuahua.
Is the rat eating nachos? God damn, bro.
Hey,
Come on, bro.
Hey, but a historic franchise, bro. They probably, where are they ranked? I think they at the bottom of the rankings.
We have the smallest stadium in the NFL. We have the smallest stadium in the NFL.
So they're gonna have to recoup that money some way, somehow.
and just to highlight how much the NFL has changed, when Soldier Field was initially built, I believe it was top 5 in capacity. And then we did that renovation. The renovation took away a few seats, so we dropped down. But then as these bigger stadiums started growing up, we went from being top 5 to top 10 to we're now the smallest stadium per capacity in the NFL. That's a lot of money being left on the table.
And I think that's why they got to make money on the back end. And then I believe, hopefully, once, you know what I'm saying, the new stadium is built, you get more seats in there, you can get more people to fill the seats. The tickets will be more reasonable. So I'm just saying I understand the business aspect of it. That's all.
From the business aspect, you got to pay for the new stadium. I mean, period. You got to pay for the new stadium, and keep in mind the Bears split the ticket revenue with the state the city of Chicago. They don't own it outright, so there's that portion of it too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Dang.
so I mean, the business aspect all checks out, but it is what it is, man. We'll see.
They could
We'll
put
see.
some fucking rat traps or something. Though. If we paying his extra, put some rat traps, put some roach motels or something.
It took Ryan Poles to walk out on the field for us to get Bermuda grass on the field,
Right,
bro.
good
Let's be clear
grass.
there.
Yeah.
So it's done, bro. Like Soldier Field is done.
The
I
field
love it.
is, like,
I
bro,
love it.
so different
But
now.
yeah, you just
That is
gotta.
crazy.
It's time for an update, bro. And keep in mind, we're still about 3 to 5 years away from the stadium being open in operation. So
that stinks too.
God, bro,
exactly. Bobby's gonna be my age by the time the stadium's built. That's crazy, bro. It's
he
crazy.
gonna grow a beard, my nephew. He gonna have a beard.
Now, hold on. Now you're getting a little. Now you're getting a little too fresh. You know, Bobby's never grown no beard, bro. See,
Bro,
you just started
come on
off
now.
lying about your age. Now you're lying about Bobby being able to grow facial hair. We all know Bobby can't
ugly
grow
down
facial
here.
hair.
It's ugly down here. Maybe I need to, you know.
That's funny. With that said, though,
y'all old heads lied to us, saying that if you eat the
Oh,
box,
it ain't
you will be
work,
good.
nephew.
It ain't work. Shame on all your old heads in the
Nephew,
chat.
you gotta do like this, nephew. Shit. You gotta do like this.
He said, "Rub it in."
you gotta make sure you get it all in there, bro. You gotta
get that, nephew.
Yeah.
Don't go wash it off right away,
Exactly.
nephew.
Exactly. No. If anything, get a hot towel. Just let it soak in there. That way, open the pores more. It can get in there. That's what you gotta do. But
Bro,
Hell no, y'all crazy.
bro.
it's talking about the stadium as well. Kevin Warren did announce that this new stadium, either way, wherever it's going to be built, it will be a dome, but it will not have the retractable dome. It will be a closed-off stadium. Do you guys feel like that's a little bit of a? Because keep in mind that would have opened it up to some outdoor events and things outside of football, even with football. Like, how do you feel about the stadium having a closed dome completely?
I really don't like that drip. I think you in September, those shiny, those sunny days in early September when the season starts, and maybe into October a little bit, you can have those games and open the roof. Maybe they trying to sell a little, save a little money. That's what it sounds like. Because I know that'd be more expensive to have a retractable roof, but they're missing an opportunity there, especially with the concerts you can have with outdoor concerts and things like that. Well, okay, if you want to do that, but damn, don't you want to keep some of the Bears lore? Some of the Bears is like outside and playing in in different temperatures and different conditions, rain and snow. I know they be trying to eliminate that with the roof and everything. But how about a little sun? How about a little sun, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing bright in this bitch right now, so don't worry about it.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
right?
it's just we know, bro. Football, if you can take advantage of certain situations, bro, you take advantage of certain situations, and that includes the weather.
Yeah.
And I'm always for the dome stuff. It's simply because you get more opportunities to host more events. But why not a retractable dome?
That's
What like Kansas City played Miami and they was frozen the entire game because they did not play in that weather.
Exactly.
So
That's
they
a
had the
competitive
upper
advantage.
hand.
Yes.
Give your team an advantage if they play a Tampa Bay, if they play a New Orleans Saints and Atlanta Falcons in December or November. Make it tough for them if you got to. Them fans, we from Chicago. When we get into the stadium, we gonna be drinking anyway. So
we ain't gonna feel it
up.
We ain't gonna feel it at
And
all.
I'm pretty sure somebody gonna pull up with some loud. Open it up. For real, open it up though, man.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I did think a retractable dome would be the way to go, like you said, to maintain that competitive advantage. Just think about it. Once this is built, no more Green Bay, Chicago Bears snow games in Chicago, at least.
Wow, bro. Hey, what game did we just have where we had the snow all that looks so
That was the
cool.
last game against the Packers, right?
Was it against Atlanta? I think it was Atlanta.
Or maybe it was Atlanta.
Oh yeah, it was
was
Atlanta
so
in the
cool.
snow, and
Was
the Bears
Atlanta?
balled
Okay.
out because they had the advantage. Them Falcons
Yeah.
didn't know what the hell to do.
Bro.
So
But I see the players probably don't want to play in the cold ass Chicago in the middle.
Man,
that's
screw
facts.
that
shit.
That's facts.
This is
Adam
football.
Young with a super chat here says, "How do y'all feel when Kevin Warren fired the contract negotiation? I think it was low key firing that wasn't talked about much. Big for free agents and JJ. How you guys feel about that? Listen,
Maybe
I don't care. Ryan Poles needs to be in that room. That's what I one-on-one. I don't care about no
Absolutely.
contract negotiating.
For real.
Absolutely.
Get the
Yeah,
job
absolutely.
done. They got the job done with him being demoted. They can get the job done without him. That's just how I look at it. Things when new people come in, things change. I always say that, and we know that. So it's the nature of the business.
Is they gonna hire another person, or are they just gonna let Ryan Poles just
They
finish
probably
out?
won't announce it. I don't know. Oh no,
Yeah,
they
they'll have
promoted
somebody-
one of Ryan Poles
they
guys
promote-
to that.
Yeah.
So
okay.
he
Well,
good.
they got another one in there. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. All right, last topic of the day, man. Hall of Famer Devin Hester. It's been rumored that he could potentially be getting in the Hall of Fame. This one, some images got linked that shouldn't have maybe got linked. Jared Payton also talked about it a little bit. Is Devin Hester getting into the Hall of Fame, guys?
Man, yeah, they better, bro. The greatest kick returner in NFL history. Shout out to Deion Sanders as well. But you gotta have this guy in the Hall of Fame. I just can't stand how the NFL does their Hall of Fame selection. If you're great, put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand how T.O. took so long to get in the Hall of Fame. It's just criminal. Who's voting on these players to get in the Hall of Fame? It don't make any sense. Just take Devin Hester name off and name him John Doe. If you look at Devin Hester's, if you look at John Doe's stats, Devin Hester stats, would you say this man is in the Hall of Fame automatically? Yes. So stop it. It's crazy.
When you're great at what you do, you deserve to be in there. That's all. There's pretty much to it. If you're great at what you do, you deserve to be in there. If you can't, can you tell the story of the NFL without mentioning this guy? No, you can't. You can't because during his peak, coaches got fired. Rules were changed. People look stupid. He did it at the opening of a Super Bowl,
bro.
The biggest game in the NFL,
bro.
Come on, man. And let's keep it a buck. Rex Grossman wasn't too good. Along with the defense, he was the people to put points on the board.
Nephew, did he get votes for MVP that year, nephew?
I don't know.
No, I don't think
he didn't get votes. I know they was talking about it that year. Like Devin Hester maybe get an MVP vote or something. Like I was looking at the shows. Devin Hester was a beast.
I think you're confusing barbershop talk with actual talk, bro. I think that would happen in the barbershop. No, I'm just fucking with you.
He said,
wait, did I? Like,
I don't even go to barbershop. I'm bald.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's funny.
What do you think, Drip?
I think, listen, Devin Hester has to be in the Football Hall of Fame, period. Like you said, like he changed. Special teams was looked at as a gimme. Just it didn't matter. He was one of the people to help change that to make it an actual part of your game plan. Coaches had to go from not really worrying about special teams. So when Devin Hester was in your building or you were facing him, you had the game plan how the hell you was going to make sure he didn't get past you motherfuckers and get excellent field goal, position for the offense or score. So when you do that, you gotta be able to get into the Hall of Fame. He changed the game of football.
He
absolutely did.
Bro, I don't think we and that's probably the last person you're gonna see like that, the way they changed kickoffs. So
that's true.
You might get a punt returner like that, but I still think he the greatest Is he the greatest in both aspects, punt returns and kickoff returns?
Bro, if you could take a missed field goal, walk 5 yards, and then still get a touchdown, I don't want to hit nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I remember the whole game.
You know what was the best about him, bro? His body, how he can contort his body and get through the hole so fast.
Yeah,
he can contort his body and move fast, still move at the same speed.
Haize
bro.
don't like.
Why is you?
That man said he can contort his body and get to the hole so fast. All right. Sorry, my natural inclination was to say, "Wait, what did my boy just say?
What did you mean by that? On the real, like what the
What did you mean by that?"
He's athletic. He's athletic.
Hey,
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
man.
At the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man. He better get in. And if it's not this, like, you can't keep pushing it off. Like, at the end of the day, Devin Hester needs to be in the Hall of Fame. The fact that he wasn't a first ballot, okay, he was a special team guy. Mainly, I can understand that. But we're 3 years now into him being on the ballot.
third
Put
time
the
now.
goddamn man, put the man in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Put him in there.
Come on, put him.
Let's
in
get
there,
it,
bro.
man.
Damn,
Yeah.
I feel like we ain't had a Bear go into the Hall of Fame in a long time, too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Get
I
him in
remember the
there.
last Bear we had going to the Hall of Fame.
When
Last one
probably
I remember
Urlacher,
is
right?
Richard Urlacher. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. You're
Is
right.
Briggs in the Hall of
Is he
Fame?
in
nephew?
it?
Not yet.
Ain't he in?
Urlacher better be in the Hall of Fame, bro. He better be.
Even though
just
he was
assume he's
bald
in the
all
Hall
his
of
life
Fame.
and then grew hair.
We have not had anybody inducted to the Hall of Fame since the 2020 class.
That's
That's what Urlacher, right?
No. Oh yeah, Urlacher was 2018, and then we had Ed Sprinkle and Jimbo Covert in 2020.
what the fuck?
Who is that?
Who is that?
So it's been a minute. We haven't had any modern Bears put in there. It's time to solve that. And Mongo need to get into.
Yes,
So,
Mondo McMichael. Yes.
yeah,
Dan
let's get it.
Hampton, is he in there?
Jesus Christ, Ed Sprinkle was born in 1923.
Oh, they treating us. Bro.
What?
This man had to wait a whole 100 years to get to the damn Hall of
That's
Fame.
crazy. That's wild. That was one of those. Hey, we haven't put a Bear in the Hall of Fame in a minute.
They crazy for that, bro.
That's crazy.
How long was he on the ballots?
100 years, nephew.
He died in 2014.
Oh my God, they wrong,
Come on, y'all.
bro.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's
Y'all could have let him. Y'all could have let him be alive.
Come on. Why does it gotta be? How
Listen,
many
I'm
people-
letting y'all know right now. C-Dub, Bobby, if there's ever a podcast in Hall of Fame and they put me in that bitch after I'm dead, smack everybody.
I'm smacking
Give me,
shit out their
give
ass.
me
Don't
my
even trip.
flowers while I'm here. Let me
For real,
celebrate my
bro.
shit.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn if I'm in a wheelchair. Like,
Bro gonna say,
Let me-
"Where's the gentleman's jack?"
exactly. I'm still gonna take my shot of cognac and I'm gonna be sitting there happy.
I got you, Drip. They play with you like that. I got you. Once they give me the
Yeah.
plaque,
First of all,
thank you, man.
if I die before you, that's a motherfucker. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I gotta knock on some wood. We need mortal around here, y'all. We
Jesus
immortal.
Christ, man. Let me start doing some sit-ups now. Because what are we doing?
We gonna whoop their ass, Drip. We gonna kick their ass.
That's crazy, bro.
All right, y'all. Anything left before we get up out of here, man?
No, we straight. Sean, shut up, Sean.
Appreciate
crazy,
y'all.
man.
Tune in. Make sure you lock in. The content's still coming. Everything's still rolling. Let's get it.
Absolutely. We told y'all the season, just because the season stopped, the content don't stop. We still been every single day since the season was over with. We're not stopping at all. So make sure you guys stay tuned in and locked in with us, man. Make sure you go follow these fellas over at the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. Great content over there, especially if you guys are Bears fans. But you can follow us collectively at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag goes down on Fridays and Saturdays. Number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Chi-Town up, Bear down. Love you motherfuckers.